Hi, this is Pete from FMI Enterprises. I'm an auto dealer here in Southern California, and today I have for you a 2005 Corvette with 150,000 original miles. The car has a clear title. It's Le Mans blue, as you can see. It's got a very nice set of 20-inch wheels on it, all around, stock exhaust, sounds great. Current California registration until May next month, 2021. It's got a smoked clear glass target top. The car came with heads-up display. It came with selective ride control, heated seats, a couple nice options. I'm going to walk around it and do a condition report on it and let you know what I see on the side of the camera. So starting off with the paint and the body is straight. It does look good, but it is not perfect. It's got some, it's probably mostly original paint, I'd say. I mean, it all looks pretty even to me, but it does have some imperfections. Okay, so starting off, we'll just start here. The left rear quarter looks good. The driver's side door looks good. Some little wear on the edge there. It's got a small little scratch right down there. You've got some little, I don't know, checking marks right there, hard to see. I'm going to point everything out. I can see there's a little patch right here, it looks like, definitely a patch on the front bumper cover. Front bumper cover looks okay. It does have some little nicks here and there on it. So, you know, don't expect perfection. It's a 150,000 mile car, 2005. So you can see the lip is still there. Headlights look decent, they're not cracked. The hood looks okay. It's not perfect. Again, it's, you know, it's like original paint, I'd say. As far as nicks go, you've got a couple little nicks on it, and looks like some little imperfections in the paint. If you look closely, you can see them. Looks like somebody put some blackout on the side markers, which could be taken off. Right front fender looks okay. The right door looks good. Mirror looks good. The right rear quarter looks okay. Tiny little scratch right there. Got a little rub mark right there on the rear bumper cover. The rear bumper itself looks pretty good. The emblem, it's got remnants of the Corvette lettering. It's missing the V and the T's. That's just a little sticker, easy to put on. You can see the tail lights look good. Rear, the emblem looks good. It's got this wing on the back, the Z06 wing, I guess. It's got a little chip in it right there, and it's got some checking on it, and it's obviously somebody painted it and put it on there. It doesn't look great, but from 10 feet it looks pretty good. On the rear hatch here, you've got some little scratches from, you know, probably people setting stuff on it. If you look around it, you can see little imperfections in the paint, and again, it's just not perfect, so please don't think it is. It's not a brand new car. 16 years old, 150,000 miles. It's probably had its share of long nights, but it doesn't look bad. It's probably about maybe a 6 or 7 out of a 10, I'd say. I mean, this car, when you see it, it looks pretty great, but you know, if you're picky, it's probably not for you. Look under here, there's a little chip right there, there's a little crack right there on the lower, on the fender. So there's just, you know, imperfections. The wheels are 20-inch wheels, and they're in actually very nice condition. There's the chrome looks pretty much brand new on them. I've got the wheel lock for the wheels. Let's see, in these tires, you've got Nittos up front, and these tires up front, I'd say, you know, probably like 60 or 70% at least. There's a lot of tread there. And this one is actually a different model. It's a Ironman. So Ironman on the left front, and there's quite a bit of tread there, probably about 60-70% on that one. And the rears are Luckier. So that's interesting. And we're down pretty close to the end there, probably about 20% there, something like that. And the rear here is also a Luckier, and there's some tread there, probably about 30% on the. So that's the situation with the tires. It does ride smooth on them, and it handles okay. All right. The windshield is clean. There's no cracks on the windshield. You can see it's got heads-up display right there. No cracks in the glass target top. Looks good. Interior overall is not too bad. It's not perfect, but it doesn't look too bad. Carpeting's in good shape. There's no holes in the carpeting. It's clean. I just had it, you know, steam cleaned. The seat in the passenger side looks very nice. The driver's side has a split in the back area, a little wear spot right there as well. But you know, it's comfortable. The foam is all there. It's relatively comfortable to sit in. The power functions work, so that's good. Center console looks very nice. Here's the wheel lock. I've got a new lower console here. This front part here has a little crack in it. I've got a brand new used one that's not cracked. The rear trunk area is clean. Struts are not the greatest in the back here. These shocks. Inside here, you've got the rear cargo net. You've got a set of floor mats here. Ow. Side, nothing in there. Door panels look pretty good. Got the little rubber area on the top there that's worn off. Door jambs look good. Let's see, the dash. It's in good shape, no cracks in the dash. The steering wheel looks good. Start her up. As you can see, no check engine lights. But I have had one that came on and then it went off and then it came on, so I don't know what it is exactly, what the code is, but whatever it is, it's something that's very temperamental. But anyway, it runs very well. The car runs good. It's got good oil pressure. It doesn't overheat. You can see the fuel gauge works. The battery gauge works. Here it's got a nice Pioneer double-din radio with Bluetooth. Got the microphone up here. It has some nice features on it. You've got Bluetooth audio, auxiliary line in. You've got rear view camera if you have the camera connected, which there is not, but you can do that. It's got the radio, and the radio, you know, it sounds decent. I wouldn't say it sounds excellent, but it works. Let's see, door panel over here looks good. Armrest is not all blown out or anything. And the glove box, clean. Got an Allen wrench in here for something. Here you've got a line in for your iPhone or your Android for this radio. AC, just charged the AC. It blows cold. on the passenger side, which means that the air conditioning works. It's just on the driver's side, it's not getting cold on this side, but the passenger side, it is getting cold, so the AC does work. Most likely the blend door actuator is not actuating on the driver's side, but we've got cold air on the driver's side, on the passenger side. Let's see. Engine, as you can see, it's clean, and you can hear it. It's very smooth. It runs good. Doesn't make any noise that you would be worried about. You know, it's a good running LS2. I'd say it's all stock. It's got a good battery. The battery's a 2020 battery. Thought I had a date on it. Oh yeah, right there. 220. So it's February. It's 1-year-old battery. Good battery. And what else? So you can see the check engine light has reappeared. It was off earlier, and then tomorrow morning it'll probably be off when I start it up. So something's coming on and turning off that light. The car has heads-up display, but the heads-up display is not displaying. So I don't know what's going on there with the headlight, with the heads-up display. You can see some of the buttons here are a little bit worn, a lot of it worn. So that's the control for the center console cluster here. So I've got the passenger side air conditioning on and blowing cold. Driver's side's blowing warm. So anyway, the air conditioning compressor seems to be good. E-brake works. The cup holder, the little the cover here that you slide back and forth is missing. It's got the ride select here, as you can see. That was I programmed that to turn off. I turned that off completely because the shocks on these, after, you know, even 7 years, this is going on 16 years here, 17 years, the shocks tend to go bad, and then you get this message on the cluster that says shocks inoperable and you can't go over 80 miles an hour. So shocks, a lot of people have the dealer just go in there and program this feature out of the car and then just put regular shocks on it. So that's the status of the suspension here in this car. Let's take a ride. Okay, so the car, as I mentioned in the write-up, it shifts into second gear from first to second, and then it goes into third, and basically it slips in third gear, so it doesn't go above third gear. So as you can see right now, we're in first gear. I can do it manually, and then it'll go into second, and we're in second. And if I floor it here, I can go up, I can get some speed, and then basically it goes into third, but it just slips very badly. So, you know, whatever the case, I don't know if it's you know, it's most likely going to be a transmission issue. I didn't check the oil level in the transmission. First and second gear seem to shift okay, but yeah, so, you know, that's gonna need something. What else can I say? Yeah, it's got heated seats here. You can drive this car, you know, around town. You don't want to take it on the freeway or anything. If I have to move it, I just, you know, I don't go far, but, you know, the engine runs great. And then I'm just coasting right now. Basically, it doesn't go into third, but you know, it gets going. You can move it to where you need to be, because it's going to need it's going to need some service on the transmission next for sure. But just to show that it runs and drives, I'm doing this for the sake of just showing the car. So right now we're back in the second. It'll downshift on its own. If you just keep it in drive, it'll shift from first to second. You don't really have to play with it like I am here. I'm just doing that for to show you what it is. It goes into reverse okay. Doesn't have any problem going into reverse. Into reverse, and I can put it back into drive. And I can go, and it'll shift all the way up to second gear, and then basically you're slipping in third, and it doesn't go into fourth. Okay, so I got the heated seat on. That's working. It's good. Turn that off. And that's it. It's I'd say it's a project. I think if you got a used transmission and put that in there, you could definitely use it as a driver. If you can fix all the other stuff at a later time if you wanted, but definitely not a perfect car. The sun visor up here, the cover has disappeared. I don't know where it is, but probably going to need a new visor there. You can see it's got the directional rear view mirror. This is the wire here for the Bluetooth, nicely installed here, not by me. And that's pretty much it. I think it's a good running car. This button here, I got a new button for it. It works, but it's a little bit temperamental. Both power windows work. While I'm speaking here about this one works as well. The tint on the passenger side is bubbling up. That'll need to be peeled off. Not a big deal. The power mirrors work. See the power mirrors working. The passenger side as well. That one works. So the car has some high points and low points. And that is about it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. And that is all, folks.